This is an example problem that you'll see in Khan Academy for the objective slope-intercept form. So this question is asking us, or is telling us that a line goes through the following points. These are our points. And the equation of that line is written in y equals mx plus b form. In other words, in slope-intercept form. And it's asking us what is the equation of the line. And we need that equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Now there's a couple ways that we could do this. We could do this in point-slope form and then convert it to slope-intercept form. Or we can do it like we showed partially in the video before, where we find the y-intercept. So slope-intercept form, we need three components: the slope, the y-intercept, and the form. The form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. The next thing we're going to need is the slope. We're going to need to fill in this m, and we're going to need to fill in this b. So we need the slope, and then we need the y-intercept. So we need to go find this slope. To find the slope, we know that our formula is change in y over change in x. We're going to need 2 points and a number line. First, let's find the change in y, the change in the y-coordinate of these 2 points. The y-coordinate of my first point is 3, the y-coordinate of my second point is 6. So to find my change in y, I start at 3, put a little dot on 3 on my number line, go to 6, put a little dot on 6. And from 3 to 6, starting at 3, going to 6, I need to swoop forward 1, 2, 3 times. So because I'm swooping forward, my change in y is positive, and I swooped 3 times. So 3 positive swoops is my change in y. Now I'm going to need to find my change in x. So here are my x coordinates. And for my change in x, I'm going to start at -7, put a little dot on my -7, and I'm going to go to -3, so I'll put another dot on my -3 right here. And I'm going to see how many swoops it takes me to get to -3 from -7. Now, I could have picked any points on this line. It didn't matter. I just picked these top 2 because they're whole numbers, but I could have picked any 2. So let's go from -7 to -3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 forward swoops, so positive 4 is my change in x. My slope, therefore, is 3 over 4. Next, I need to find my y-intercept. My y-intercept is represented by the letter b. So I need to find what value b is for these values for this equation. So to do that, what I need to do, and once again, I could also find this by substituting the slope into point slope form and then picking a point and then converting it into slope intercept form. But I'm going to show how we do it when we are solving for the y-intercept. So then I'm going to pick a point. I picked -7, 3, but I could have picked any of these points. And I'm going to label my point x and y. Next, I'm going to substitute x and y for the values in my equation. And then I'm going to solve for b. Notice I drew my river so that way I can get b by itself. First, I'm going to multiply 3/4 with -7 over 1. And this is going to get me -21 over 4. Next, I need to get b by itself. So what I'm going to need to do is get rid of this -21 over 4 that's being added to my b. I'm going to do that by adding +21 over 4 to both sides of my equation. After I do that, +21 over 4 is going to cancel -21 over 4. And I'm going to only be left with b on that side. over on this side of my equation, I'm going to notice that I cannot add 3 with 21 over 4 right now because they don't have common denominators. So I'm going to rewrite 3 so that it is still 3, but with a denominator of 4. And to do that, it needs to be 12 over 4. 12 over 4 is equivalent to 3. It reduces to 3, but it has a denominator of 4, so I can add it with this 21 over 4. That's going to get me 33 over 4, and that's going to be my value of b. 33 over my 4 is my y-intercept. 33 over 4 is also my value for b, so I can substitute that right into my equation. And that right here, y equals 3 over 4x plus 33 over 4, is the equation for this line in slope-intercept form.